There is another section in EasyM Web that lets you manage the user passwords that people use to log into your EasyM Web account. To access this part of EasyM Web, click on the My Users link under the Users drop-down list on the left side of the screen. Clicking on the My Users link will take you to the following screen, which we'll call the Main User Account Control screen. Here you can view the list of users, create new users, edit the information for the users, mark users as inactive, and delete users. At the top of the Main Users Control screen, you'll see the list of users. To add a new user, first locate the yellow-colored New button on the right side of the screen. Clicking on the New button will take you to the following screen, where you can enter the details for the new user. The name of the user is entered into the first name and last name fields. The email ID is the email address of the user and is used, for example, to send an email when that user is assigned a work order. You enter into the login field the username with which the user will log into EasyM Web. The login ID that you choose must be unique. You're not guaranteed to be granted any username you choose, since it must be unique and it may already have been taken by another user of EasyM Web. If the username you choose has already been taken, a window will pop up prompting you to choose a different username. Type in the password into the password field and then retype it into the retype password field to ensure that you entered it correctly. Optionally, you can also enter the job designation of the user into the designation field. You can also specify the amount of access the user has to EasyM Web using the Access Level drop-down box. The function of the different user levels is as follows. Sub-admin. This gives a user access to all features of the application, just like the main account owner, but they cannot change preferences settings. Sub-admins can create and delete sub-accounts. Sub-ac admin. This allows a user to do everything a sub-admin can do except create or delete sub-accounts or view equipment and vehicles from other sub-accounts. A sub-ac admin is basically an administrator for the main account. Supervisor. This allows a user to do everything a sub-admin can do except create a new My User, Customer, and Service Provider accounts and change account preferences. Standard user. This has the same restrictions as a supervisor, but users with this access level are also restricted from assigning and approving work orders and editing details about closed work orders. Restricted user. This enables a user to only view work orders that are assigned to them and make entries in the usage logs for equipment and vehicles. Setting the user's status to inactive disables their ability to log on to EasyM Web. When you've finished entering all of the information for the new user, then click on the Save button to create the new user. If you've changed your mind and do not want to enter a new user, then click on the Cancel button instead. To edit an existing user, first locate the user in the list and then look to the right of it until you encounter a small button under the Edit column. Click on the small button. This will take you to the following screen where you can change the details of the user. You can edit any of the details for the user. Click on the Save button to save your changes, or click on the Cancel button if you've changed your mind and do not want to make any changes. To delete users, locate the user in the list and then look to the right of it until you encounter a small button under the Delete column. After you click on the small button, a small window will pop up prompting you to confirm that you want to delete the user. Click on the OK button in the window to confirm that you want to delete the user, or click on the Cancel button if you've changed your mind and no longer want to delete the user.